Hi, I am Tavish Cardiff. It is Conflict Week at Our Raw Material. What is Our Raw Material? A 12-week cyclical thought practice that offers ego-soul balance, offers an opportunity to hear the voice of the ego, the voice of the soul together, all in one little arena. Space to breathe, space to think, and space to understand ourselves a little better. Conflict Week is the second physical week. And I don't typically wear a shirt that has stuff on it, but this shirt, as I was sitting trying to figure out Conflict Week and how to approach the subject, how do I teach about interacting with this pillar, it came to me as I was in my closet. This shirt's perfect. I have guests coming today from out of town. This shirt, because we're all friends, is funny, and they come to Kansas City a lot. So what you see right here is love, which I want to push out there, right? That's what I mean to show. We come around here and we see either you love Kansas City or you're wrong. And, joke between me and my friends, I can say that. I can say, or you're wrong, and they're not going to get upset. But depending on who you encounter wearing a shirt like this, you could potentially incite some emotional triggers. And that's why I chose this shirt to demonstrate exactly how conflict can play out, whether we mean to or not. You think this is cute, you think this is funny, you put it on and you walk around and somebody feels challenged by their own city, or they need a comparison, or it comes down to basketball or football or hockey or whatever thing triggers a person to say Kansas City sucks. And there are plenty of people who have a problem with Kansas City on many levels, and I don't have a problem with them. I'm just here demonstrating for myself. I like the shirt, it's funny. I only wear it around people who I think will find it funny, and supporting a local vendor, somebody making their own stuff in Kansas City at a little boutique show. That's my jam. So here is my conflict week. I don't tell people they're wrong. My words sometimes make a person think that I'm telling them that they're wrong, but really I'm stating my side and I'm opening up the space for someone else to state theirs. The conflict pillar lets us breathe, lets us understand the way that we approach things. For me, I am so direct that sometimes the way that I ask questions or the way that I go in is unsettling to people. I immediately hit their triggers just by the way that I ask a question. So I've started recognizing that, backing off and maybe being softer in my approach, or at least a little more cognizant of the reaction that I'm getting when I ask certain questions. For me, conflict pillar, just like ignorance is my favorite, conflict probably comes in as my second favorite. It makes me so happy to see people grow through conflict. And once we deal with something, we save ourselves so many problems, so many emotions, so many things that get in our way. I have an anecdote to leave it with. I have a cousin who's walking around with a tattoo that her grandmother hasn't seen. I think grandma knows about it, and we've spent months as a family trying to talk her into letting this happen naturally, getting the reaction over with, and moving on. This girl has spent months being stressed and worried about it, wearing long sleeves in the summer, having to cover herself up even at her own sporting events. It's silly, the level to which she will go to avoid this conflict that is inevitable, and also will help her move and grow in her relationship with her grandmother. Without breathing for you, I don't know how else to demonstrate conflict without causing some sort of incitement in people. Now, do I love Kansas City? I think it's the best. Yes. Do I think you're wrong if you don't think that? No. Conflict is all about taking our own belief system and looking at why we believe what we do and why someone else believes what they do. Also, meeting people where they are. Because when we see someone in conflict with someone else with the world, internally, we can offer breathing space. We can offer that type of support if we ourselves are willing to grow through conflict. Have a great week. I will be back next week as we talk about intention.